Mr. Chairman, thank you very much. And Kurt, it's great to see you here. Thank you so much. Mr. Chairman, Ranking Member Moran, I'm glad we're having this hearing here today. It is a real pleasure for me to have the opportunity to, although he's already been reintroduced to you, Kurt DelBene, as this committee considers his nomination to serve as Assistant Secretary for the Office of Information Technology and Chief Information Office of the Department of Veterans Affairs. I think everybody on this committee really understands the seriousness of our obligation has to our veterans, that when people serve this country, they come home, we take care of them the best we can. And part of living up to that commitment is building the kind of technological infrastructure that has really been missing at the VA. It is well past time that the VA move into the 21st century, and Mr. DelBene is uniquely qualified to lead this effort. Top of mind for me, as the chairman knows, has been the really unacceptable system failure since the rollout of the new electronic health record system being piloted at Spokane VAMC in my home state of Washington and Kurtz. There's absolutely no reason in 2021 of the United States of America should not be able to deploy a state-of-the-art electronic health record system. And when it comes to the health of our veterans, the VA needs to be doing everything it can to get this right. And I am here today and really happy to introduce Mr. DelBene because I believe he's the right person for this job. And for me, it comes down to a couple of key determinations. First of all, he's qualified. His work as a senior executive at Microsoft means he will be able to hit the ground running and lead on upgrading VA systems. Managing major projects and large organizations requires experience, and Mr. DelBene has a proven track record here. At Microsoft, he served on the Defense Innovation Board to help the Department of Defense come up with solutions to some of the toughest technological problems facing our military. And I think this is very important. He stepped up and led the private sector to help fix healthcare.gov. Wading in and trying to fix the Affordable Care Act website was not glamorous work. If anything, Mr. DelBene signed up for a very tough, high-stakes job in a politically charged environment. But he kept his head down, he did the work, and he delivered because millions of families were counting on him. This is what we need to see at the VA. Mr. DelBene comes from my home state of Washington, and he's someone who believes in serving others. His record shows it, and he's grown up all his life around his family who lives the same values. Many of us know the character of his wife, our colleague in the House, Congresswoman Susan DelBene. And I believe it really matters that we do appoint someone qualified who's ready to do this job for the right reasons, because this work is going to be hard and the stakes are high. But I have spoken with Mr. DelBene, and he is up to this task. I believe in his vision and his passion to bring VA into the 21st century. And here on the Veterans Affairs Committee, Republicans and Democrats have always been able to find common ground in order to make sure this government is living up to its promise to our veterans. Because at the end of the day, I believe everyone on this committee is firmly committed to getting the job done for the women and men who serve this country. So let's confirm someone for this job who can get it done. I urge this committee, Mr. Chairman, to waste no time in advancing this nomination so he can be confirmed and get to work for our veterans as soon as possible. And Mr. Chairman, I have several questions. I will just submit them for the record, but thank you for allowing me to speak.